Hello and greetings from the Mosel. Thanks for watching today. Today we are talking about the grape. What is the grape and why is there grapes at all? Well, grapes is just like any other fruit, in basically a reproduction organ of the plant. The plant wants animals or human beings to come and eat the fruit with the seeds and then transport the seeds further away from the plant in order to spread out, to multiply. And you know how that works. We drop the seeds in our own way with a little bit of manure around it, and then the seeds start to grow happily, and that way the plant has achieved its aim to spread out. And that's with every plant. Some plants also have other ideas. The maple tree produces seeds that can fly like a helicopter, or the dandelion produces seeds that that fly away like a parachute. And others grow next to a creek or a river and drop the seeds there, and it gets washed away further down the river where it starts to grow. With the fruit, the plant pays the vector or the transporter, like I said, animals or human beings, by offering nutrition or by offering a great taste, by offering sweetness, by offering sugar. And this is a nice symbiosis in nature, and like we have many of them. And with grapes in particular, we have to distinguish between grapes that grow in a warm environment and grapes that grow in a cool environment. Well, in a warm environment, there's usually enough sun, enough energy for the vine to produce a lot of sugar, to produce a lot of payment for the transporter. And we're all happy to walk to a plant in southern France and eat the grape, and we get a lot of sweetness, a lot of nutritions, and it's a great fun for us to eat these grapes and you know, work as a transporter for the vine. In a northern climate or a cooler climate, like we have here in the Mosel, it is a bit different. There is not as much energy there, not as much sunshine and not as much warmth in the Mosel Valley as in a more southern or warmer region. So the vine has to make a plan B. If there's not enough energy to produce sugar, and you need a lot of energy to produce sugar, then the vine produces something else, another attraction that makes people or animals come and eat the grapes. And this other compounds or this other product is flavors. In a cool climate, the vines produce rather a lot of flavor than a lot of sugar. And the result is wines that are less heavy, lower in alcohol, but that are loaded with flavors. Flavors are also produced in other fruits that grow in a cooler climate, like, for example, forest strawberries. Strawberries from the woods. They grow in a shadow, it's cooler, and they're usually smaller, not as sweet, but they have way more flavor than a regular strawberry. And that's why chefs all over the world like to use these small, wild forest strawberries to make a strawberry dessert, because it's just more flavor that they get. So in cool climate regions, you have these wines that are extremely refined and that offer so much flavor that you can really determine the wine regions by this. All the cooler climate wine regions are the wine regions that are considered as classic wine regions, noble wine regions, also wine regions that produce wines that are very ageable. Just look at, for example, Bordeaux. It's a cool climate region actually, because it is located close to the water, close to the Atlantic Ocean. Burgundy, it's fairly north, it's a cooler climate, and the Champagne even more so. In Italy, look at Piemonte. It's a northern region, and it's considered the most classic or finest region of Italy. And the same In Germany, the Mosel, being located around the 50th parallel, we have here strong temperature difference between day and night. The Mosel River is embedded in between two middle-range mountain chains, Eifel Mountains in the north and the Hunsrück Mountains in the south. And these cool mountains, they chill the air, chill the environment, and especially at night, keep the grapes cold. So this is almost like you have a great day of perfect growing conditions, and imagine at night you could cut off a grape, put it into a very cold refrigerator and preserve the flavors from getting demetabolized, preserve the acidity from going down. And then imagine on the next day you could take the grape out of the refrigerator and hang it back on the vine and do it all over again. That would mean that you build flavors, you build and build flavors, you don't lose acidity, you also build sugar, of course, but in particular, the flavors are getting more and more. That's what you get in a Mosel, a wine on a lightweight frame loaded with flavors. And that's all about the cool climate, and now you know why it is and how it happens and why cool climate grapes are so flavorful. Well, I hope I could tell you a little bit about the grape that you have not known yet, and I hope you're gonna click on our little podcast again next time. And I say greetings from the Mosel.